This is what we've been having computer issues all morning, so if you are in my group coaching, you know this is pretty much a regular occurrence for me. Anywho, all right, so here we go. Go ahead and say hi to two people you don't know. If you're online, direct message two people on chat.
I don't know any of them.
How about that? I'm Tina. Nice to meet you. I'm Kara. Kara. Tammy. I'm Tammy. And you, Tammy. With their breakfast. Okay. Or whatever.
All right. How's everybody doing this morning?
Good.
Excellent. I've got a video for you.
Hey there, Keller Williams. This is Bryson from KWU, and today we'll be learning how to create a social media marketing design. Designs is a workspace where you can create social graphics, print materials, and email templates. You can either create personalized marketing materials from scratch or from professionally designed templates. With designs, you can help your brand stand out by leveraging individualized market data so that one-to-many marketing becomes one-to-one. So let's go ahead and get started by logging in to agent.kw.com with your Keller Williams login credentials. After you're logged in, click the Designs icon on the left side of the page. Once you've reached this screen, click the blue Create Content button in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Select your design type, which in this case would be social, then click Next. After you click Next, you'll then be directed to the template library. On the left-hand side, you'll find some filters that you can use to help you choose the template that you want to create. Here at the top is where you will select the social media platform for the template. This will ensure that the template is optimized for that particular platform. And after you've identified the template that you want to use, go ahead and hover over it, then click Use. Once you've reached the design editor, you can make any changes to the template that you've selected using the 5 panels on the left side of the page. If you'd like to learn more about how to use these different panels, I'll be covering that in a separate video titled Use the Print and Social Design Editor, so be sure to check that video out after this one is finished. After you have finished editing your design, you can rename it up here. And if you are wanting to download this design to your computer, you can click the download icon right here. And you can either download it as a JPEG or a PNG. These are the two file types we recommend downloading for a social media design. You can also share this design by clicking the share icon up here. And you can either share the design itself or the project. Thanks so much for watching. To learn more about Command, go ahead and check out some of the videos over here.
All right, so did you guys know that this existed? Okay, good. I think Mike's been having it at the team meetings recently. And if you guys are wondering where Mike and Rachel and everybody is, they are at the ALC, what is that? The ALC retreat. Thank you very much. So you guys are stuck with me for today. Sorry. Okay, so anywho, YouTube has a Command page. It's got everything you need to know about Command, all the things you don't know. Command is amazing, and there's so many things, so many options that you have with it. So get to know it. These videos are pretty quick, pretty short, and informative. All right, so as we always go through some of our mission, our vision, our things like that, creativity, teamwork, and trust are the ones we're gonna highlight today. And this is where I'm gonna ask you for a little interaction, a little engagement. And like, if you're in my group coaching, you know that this is a constant with me. All right, guys, so creativity, ideas before results. Teamwork, together, everyone achieves more. And trust starts with honesty. Raise your hand if you have experienced this recently, any of these, creativity, teamwork, or trust within other KW agents. Gosh, I hope so, guys. Raise your hands. Right? Any great ahas, any great moments working with another KW agent or just walking through the halls?
Always.
Always. Okay, thank you. Gosh, guys, wake up. Get some coffee in you. Yes, sir.
I want to put Mark on the spot.
Okay, please do.
He saw that I was kind of dragging last week, so he pulled me aside and helped me start thinking about how to set up for next year. So,
Sounds like teamwork to me.
yeah, Mark's a great
Awesome.
guy for that.
Thank you,
Together,
sir.
everybody achieves, right? Okay, awesome, awesome.
I was
Okay,
gonna say the same thing about Mark, because I needed to borrow a selfie stick and I was gonna have to buy one and I didn't have time and I thought Mark has all the gadgets. So I went to Mark and he loaned me a selfie, even better selfie stick than I could have bought. So,
see,
yeah.
again, and that's creative. Good job, Mark. This is the Mark Show today. Awesome. Okay, so as you guys know, last week Cheyenne was our Steffes Award winner, and this week she is nominated Dina Ankrum. Oops, sorry guys. Dina Ankrum. Let's see. She had said that Dina was a pleasure to work with, very communicative, and she felt that she deserved the Steffes Award. So we will get her number. Nicole, if you could put her phone number on the chat and everybody could text her and say congratulations, that would be awesome. When we see Dina, we'll go ahead and get one of the little army men. All right, broker. Jim, what you got for us today? Come enlighten us.
Actually, about 30 minutes.
Okay, I'll give you.
I'm kidding. I wouldn't talk for 30 minutes. We had an hour-long call yesterday regarding the lawsuit against ours is the first one with Keller Williams, Berkshire Hathaway, Remax, and whatever Realogy is called now, Anywhere or Somewhere, or whatever it is. I forget what it's called. Anyhow, it was an attorney from NAR discussing that with us. And, you know, if you're not paying attention to this, you should. There's a lot of resources online. I'll try to get those to you. You're supposed to send a summary sheet of those so that you can reach out and have those available if a client starts talking to you about it, because they're sending out emails to your clients. It's on Facebook. They're saying, you know, if you've ever sold a house, you know, you got screwed. These realtors are all crooked and all this, you know, not really exactly that, but that's a summary. The idea is that they really think that buyer's agency being paid by the seller is an unfair situation. So it's a class action lawsuit that really talks about that. Now, if that went away, it would change our industry horribly. I mean, first of all, if the buyer had to pay his own commission to the buyer's agent, that probably eliminates 30% of all transactions. You think about all the first-time home buyers, or even people that are buying a $300,000 house, they may not have $9,000 additional dollars that they can cut you a check, and it can't be financed through the mortgage, so they can't add it on. That was your question, wasn't it? No, it can't be done. And think about this: VA, the Veterans Administration won't let a buyer pay anything, and especially commission, to a buyer's agent. Just cuts it out entirely. So you talk about 30 to 40% of the industry now is in jeopardy just because of that. And there's a suit also that's going on in Illinois. The one in that's coming up in February with Kansas City will actually have Jen Davis testifying as a part of Keller Williams's defense. So that's kind of nice to have her as a buyer's agent with her kind of experience. Here's the basics of this though. If you do a great job in your buyer consultation and get an agency agreement signed up front, and you discuss how you get paid. Remember, there's three options in there, right? One, who pays? Seller pays. If it's listed on the MLS and there's a cooperating fee agreement, which there is across all MLSs pretty much nationwide. 2, who could pay? The buyer. 3, you don't get paid. This is why it even addresses in the agency agreements, if it's an unlisted property, that they might be responsible for paying the fee. But what do you say to them? My job will be to go to the seller and negotiate my fee up front through a written contract, such as an authorization to show, or in the old days, a permission to show, and I'll get the fee paid up front, so that won't be a part of the transaction. How does that sound to you? If you're a buyer, it probably sounds pretty good. But I think that buyer consultation agreement is going to help you, and it's going to prevent any issues going forward. Now, the positive side of this is, so if they have the court case in February and it goes on for weeks, who knows, because there's 4 major companies there, and they all have the 4 companies will have 14 lawyers apiece, and then the class action people will have their team of lawyers. So it could go on for a while. Whoever wins or loses, whoever loses will appeal, right? No matter whether we lose, NAR loses, or the plaintiffs lose, they will appeal. And so the final decision probably won't be made until 2025. So we still have time to protect our industry. And by then, I'll be gone. It won't matter.
But you've been warned.
The point is that it is ongoing. I'll get a document to you, probably from Nicole, and it's just, it'll be a cheat sheet that just says you can go to this site and print off PDFs that you can use if you need to. To me, I would not address it now and say, hey, did you guys see that lawsuit? I wouldn't do that. All I would do is make sure in your buyer's consultation agreements that you address the commission that's in paragraph, I think 4, just talk about it and make sure they understand that currently the seller is paying it. That's called a clear cooperation agreement, and it's an agreement through all MLSs pretty much across the nation. And is there a set fee? No. Say no, there is not a set fee. All fees are negotiable. It's traditional in our market that probably 6% is kind of common, but it's not set, and it's not something that you say it must be paid. So even if you're sitting with a seller and the seller says, is that the only fee? No, we could raise it to 7 if you want to.
Couple questions, like on that call, did they lean one way or another, thinking how they might think this turn out? And also, how long do they think this is gonna go on for before it's?
Well, the lawsuit in Illinois was already thrown out by a judge once. They had it dismissed because they said it's not a class action suit for 4 or 5 people to get together and sue you, So it's been thrown out once, and they said, so Illinois' judges did the right thing, but Missouri's judge didn't throw it out. So I don't know. I think my example's always been the car dealership, okay? Everybody who's bought a car. All right, you go to the car dealership, you say, man, I like that, but that's, it's not really what I want. The guy's not going to say to you, or girl, or they, they're not going to say to you, hey, there's a great car down at Youngblood's that will fit exactly what you need. Come on, let's go down there. Why won't he do that? He's not going to get paid. But in real estate, we go show them our listing if they call us and they say, you know what? It's got everything I want, but I really want a 3-car garage and I need a fenced yard. And you say, hey, I know exactly where one of those are. And you go show it to them and you write the offer, and you do that because you're going to get compensated for your work. That's a difference in the sales industry. No other sales industry has this model, and it's functioned very well since 1904, I think. So a long time, longer than most of you have been alive. So that's why the model works, and that's what their argument is going to be, that if they destroy this model or take it away, that it will hurt the consumer. It won't help the consumer in any way.
Are they leaning one way or another, like thinking what, they think they're gonna lose this, or like, what do you think?
Lawyers always think they're gonna win. You don't go into a case to lose it, show a house, not to sell it, it's the same thing. The deal is that you never know, it's a jury trial, and I guarantee you go to jury trial, that's a coin flip. Look at OJ, that sucker got off. You just don't know what's gonna happen, in a jury trial, anything can happen in there, so again, let's say NAR loses a suit, or KW, the group loses the suit, it'll be appealed, it'll go on for a long time. So you've got time to train and condition your clients. Any questions? Yes, sir.
So what is Zillow and all the other internet giants? What's their position? Why do they want to get rid of seller paid commissions?
Zillow doesn't have a dog in the fight because they don't care about compensation. All they're doing is using your listing so they can get you to pay them for ads. That's
What-
Zillow's dog in the fight.
Same question then. Whoever's opposing it.
These are people like, let's say, Kim, who was a buyer. And she decided I had to pay $20,000 extra for that house because I paid the seller to pay the buyer's agent commission. And so the lawyers have been working on this. I mean, this has been a point of discussion for a long time. They go out and find people and they say, you know what? You can make some money on this. That's what a class action suit does. You've had these cards in the mail that say, hey, if you ever use Dove soap, your butt might be cracking, and so we want to give you some money if we get this lawsuit figured out. That's all it is. Class action lawsuit, the attorneys go out. If you haven't, John Grisham has a novel, I think, called The Tort. I believe it is. It's a good one about 10 years ago, but it talks about how these guys go out and they just search nationwide for people who have been damaged in some way. Typically it's something bad, cancerous, like talcum powder or something like that. So, but that's all they do. They just went out and found some people and they agreed to it. We talked them into it so they could get big bucks.
I think that trial is supposed to happen like
February.
February, so we'll know something. maybe.
In Kansas City, you can go. It's open to the public.
Are we the plaintiff? Is Keller Williams the plaintiff?
No, we are the defendant. Keller Williams, Berkshire Hathaway, which is Reese Nichols. Again, I don't know what Realogy is called anymore. It used to be.
Rheology.
What do they call it?
I just call it rheology and just leave it alone.
They're not anymore. They changed their name to Somewhere or Anywhere.
Who did? I don't, but who knows? Those
And the
people.
other one is Remax. So 4 big firms. And even though people like the independents like Bernie and all these others aren't involved, trust me, they're involved, And that's why we pay the RPAC dues, right? That's part of the deal. I mean, we hate to pay them because it's $25 or whatever it is every year. But at the same time, you do that times 2 million people nationwide, and you've got money to fight something like this. Okay? That's some fun information for this morning. Glad you all came, so you can spread the word to the rest of the agents.
That was like a mic drop. I don't have anything else to say to that. All right, so how's the market? Mike always says these wonderful numbers, and I think he sent them out to you guys. We had 160 new listings on the GSVR, 130 new contracts, and 134 closings. Last week, we had 193 listings, so we're down listings, and we're down new contracts, and we're down closings. But that's okay. We're entering into the holiday season. I expect a little bit of a slowdown here and then pick right back up. Ignore what's going on, just do the activities. That's what Gary says. All right, so how's the market in the northern area? So we've got Cedar Day, Dallas, Hickory, Laclede, Polk, and St. Clair counties, 20 new listings, 15 new contracts, and 22 closings on the market. All right, so as far as active listings go, we are at 1369. Last year, we were at 749. I'll say that again for those of you in the back. We are at 1369. Last year, 749. Is there more inventory on the market? Yeah, it is. Is it a good market? Yes, it is. All right, good. Glad we're all on the same page there. All right, so what vendors do I have in the room today? Give it to me.
Hey guys, Jess Bowman, Bowman Insurance Group. We are always here to help you and your clients, home buyers, everything with any insurance needs, and we appreciate you guys.
Go big or go home, right?
Yes.
We got Patty from Morawski Inspections. Happy holidays, she says to you all. Do we have anybody from HSA? USA? Legal Land and Title? How about Onward? Is Christine down here? No, she's not down here, but she says hi. Come see her upstairs. She's having a fun time. All right, guys, the TCPA, don't call people who don't want to be called. Otherwise you get in trouble and then Jim's gonna be mad at you or not because he'll get your listings. I don't know. All right, December calendar chock full of really great events. So at 2 o'clock today, we've got Getting Started with Command with Dan. Tomorrow, 1 o'clock, we've got contracts. Oh, is that this? Yeah, it is. We got 1 o'clock contracts with Jim. And then Command to close this week. Let's see, what else do we have on here? Oh, yep, ugly sweater contest next Tuesday. You'll definitely want to be here. It'll be a much better team meeting because I won't be at the helm, so don't you worry about that. Market Center will be closed for the holiday, Friday and Monday, and there will be no team meeting on Tuesday, the 27th.
There's a Christmas party coming up Friday.
So wait, we'll talk about that here in just a minute, the holiday party. All right, guys, 2023 Business Conference in Kansas City for the Missouri Realtors. Lots of good stuff here. We've got a real estate forecast summit. I believe this is for today. Yeah, so you'd have to sign up today. I don't have any additional information. But if you have questions about it, there is no cost to register. See me afterwards. And then let's see. Oh, yep, GSBR committees. If you were on a committee last year, you should have received an email asking if you want to continue to serve in 2023. Andy, are you on a committee?
Nope.
Did you already handle that? Are you doing it next year?
It's done.
It's done. It's accountable, right? Holding you accountable. Awesome. All right, please respond by the end of the month, or they will automatically remove you from the system. Let's see. Would you guys like a chance to win your board fees for the year?
Yeah.
I would, the annual. Okay, so if you, let's see, go to fill out the More About Me section in the member portal, you'll have a chance at some great prizes, including a $50 Visa gift card, great time of year for that, or the grand prize of the 2023 board dues paid or reimbursed if you've already paid. I will be on that member portal today, signing up because I don't want to have to pay board fees. That would be great.
Is that the GSBR about me or the realtor, like where?
Yeah, what is that?
Under GSBR?
GSBR board news. Yep.
Okay.
I'll stay here for just a second.
I'll
All of you
I'll
guys,
do it.
right here, get on the member portal, go to the About Me section and try and win this.
I have the email in here right now.
Do you?
So yeah, it says, as a part of our new level 2 database, we would like more information about you and our membership information, like careers you've had before real estate, hobbies and interests, and so on. This will allow us to be in better touch with you to help us accomplish more in the future. To get this done, we will be conducting a drawing for a complimentary 2023 board dues for those who have completed their profile in their portal by January 16th.
All right, guys. I heard January 16th, but what you really should have heard was December 31st. Get it done early. I would love if one of you guys was the winner. That would be really, really cool. All right, according to the National Association of Realtors, every home sale generates $88,000 in local economic activity, accounting for nearly 18% of the nation's GDP. And every home sale supports, every 2 home sales supports 1 American job. Those jobs include 88% of realtors identifying as small business owners. You can learn more by visiting the competition realtor. That's actually really, really, really informative information. I guess I would say that. I wouldn't have known that. Did anybody else know that stat? Of course, Jim did. Yeah, that's really good information. Good to know. That would be something to share with your
If you
clients.
think about new construction too, it's probably higher than that because you start at the ground up with the land purchase, the title company, engineers, surveying, foundation, footings, rough in plumbing, rough in framing. I mean, it goes up the ladder. It's probably higher than 88,000, the amount that on any home, whether it's is there $150,000 new homes anymore? No more. 200,000 plus. Think about that. And then it goes out from there because once the homeowner buys a home, then they go out into the community and buy furniture and they need a new truck to fit in their 3-car garage and so on. And they need toys for the backyard for the kids and on and on and on. So it's probably higher than that. And I don't think people realize that. That's why when these guys at the Fed raise the rates 0.75 every 3 or 4 months, they just kick the housing economy in the butt and we have to struggle through it. Hopefully this time it'll be 0.5. We'll be okay.
Interesting stuff. All right, so December, things that are going on, Secret Santa. So if you haven't filled these out, fill them out today. It's a really, really fun event that we do at the Market Center where you get to put in favorite food, favorite drinks, favorite store, favorite scent, favorite restaurant, whatever you so choose. And then we'll draw and give you guys your Secret Santa. I love participating in this event. So if you haven't done it already, I will handle it for you if you will just fill these out before we leave today. Secret Santa holiday party. Who's excited for that? This girl. There is a wait list, but I think that there's probably enough tickets to go through. Nicole, do you have anything to say about that?
I do. So I have been getting some people who aren't able to go anymore. So anytime that tickets open up, I go through my wait list and I reach out to those people and divvy those tickets up if they're still wanting to go. Please, please, please email me or text me today. Kind of need to know today, and because we are finalizing our seating chart over the next pretty much tomorrow. So we would love to have all of you there. I promise we're doing our absolute best to make sure that everyone can attend that is wanting to. So if you have questions or anything, please, please, please reach out to me.
And it's at the Barley House, right?
Yep, Barley House at Moontown Crossing, 6 o'clock on Friday.
Yay, awesome. Ugly Sweater team meeting. That's going to be next week. We have a slide about that. This is not an ugly sweater, guys. This is one of my nicer ones. So you just wait to see what I show up next week. Also, come early, come 9 a.m., bring a breakfast treat to share. The 201 Club. Nicole, you have anything to say about 201 Club and database days?
Yes, so we had so much fun last Tuesday, you guys. There was so much interaction. There were so many things to learn. All of the agents were also helping each other rather than just us helping and training. And so everyone was just having a good time. We gave away some awesome prizes. We're going to be doing the exact same thing on Tuesday. I'm going to go ahead and throw the link up when I get done talking, but that link has different information in it because it basically has, if you wanting to, it's more specific based on what you're wanting to learn. So we've got different options for you. So that way we can break up into those small groups again. It's going to be a little bit shorter of a time frame. So we're starting at 10:30 and probably going until about 2 or 2:30, but you guys are more than welcome to hang out as long as you want, because like I said, everyone loved working together. And even if you aren't wanting to learn something, but you're just wanting to set aside that time to add to your database, please come sit somewhere in the room. It's such a great time to set aside so that you can get your database up and running for the new year. It's really, really important, especially with what we're going into in 2023, and we're here to help you. And this is the best way to get on top of that. So thank you.
Thank you. And I think, Jess, didn't you bring in a new prize to add to the prize pot? So exciting.
Yes.
I love prizes.
Fabulous air fryer.
Oh, no, you're not supposed to tell them what it is.
Oh, sorry.
Now you know.
Well, it's on the box. It shows a picture of it.
Prove it. All right, so you know which box is going to be that. But it's all spin the wheel. So I guess, whatever, we'll see. Anywho, database days. I can't say enough how awesome it is. When Nicole said you don't even have to, oh yeah, she's got links going up. You don't even have to be coming for the content, just come to do the work. That's a great time to devote to doing your database and making those contacts. And the energy in here is really awesome. And you can win an air fryer or other things. There's other things in there. All right. No. Oh,
Sean has a question.
okay, go ahead.
As you're doing that, do you have to sign up for it?
Yep, there's
Yes,
Nicole
please.
sent that link
We have
out.
lunch that gets delivered, and I would like to feed all of you.
So please sign up.
Yeah, that's why there's a sign up. All right, we've got family reunion invites and a 2023 calendar that we're working on. Let's see, so this week's focus, Secret Santa, I just explained that. Surveys are due by the end of today, so we can email them out tomorrow. Fill it out today, I'll bring it upstairs, we'll process it, and tomorrow you'll know who you are Secret Santa-ing. And then you'll have until next Thursday to drop off your gift. All right, holiday party, we've discussed that already. Ugly sweater team meeting. I would love to have any one of these. So if you know where any of these sweaters live in the world, please send me that direction, especially the Mike Tyson. That's my favorite. Breakfast items at 9 a.m. All right, 201 Club. Again, we've already hit on that. Ignite. Who in this room has been to Ignite before? Isn't it awesome? It is awesome. And they've redone it. So we start on January 9th. We're going to be going Monday through Thursday, 2-hour block of instruction with a 1-hour independent work time. We will be going, like I said, Monday through Thursday, and the calendar invites will be going out. And there will be 2 Friday sessions due to different holidays. And because these awesome guys are coming in January to St. Louis, James Shaw is going to do the Shift Happens workshop. And then Jason Abrams is going to go shift into overdrive. So because of those 2 events, which Nicole, will you put links in the chat here as well?
Oh yeah, I'm on it.
Awesome. Okay. Because of these 2 events, and they're really well priced, I think they are, $99. We decided to move Ignite to Friday following because we would love to see you guys here. Oh.
And just so you guys know, that's $99 for both days. Like Jason's is free. So I highly, highly, highly recommend grab a friend and go. Pricing for hotels and stuff isn't that bad. And really it's just probably 1 or 2 meals. So you guys can probably go to this for really minimal. I would say probably like $300 to $400, just depending. And if you room with somebody, you save that money too. These guys are awesome, and being in the room with them is amazing. And so going to St. Louis and seeing what's going to happen for 2023 and getting yourself set up again, go, please.
Go. And it's going to be at the Doubletree Westport. So all kinds of issues over here. All right, family reunion. Raise of hands of who's going. Awesome. That's not enough. I feel like we need to have more. You know what? I think all these missing seats, those people are definitely going to family reunions. So if you want to invite somebody, we have a whole packet that we can customize. Somebody that's out of the brokerage. This is a great chance to recruit to some of the amazing events we do. Yep, Market Center will provide a hotel and the ticket for anybody you want to invite. So get with Mike and Rachel about that.
Somebody invite me?
No, this would be non-PW. All right, to also receive your National Keller Williams Award, you must register by the 20th for family reunion. Again, we're working on the calendar for next year. And this is the best part. This is what I'm so excited about today. I've got some guest speakers who went to the Gene Rivers workshop this week and are going to come and tell us their ahas. Look, I'm moving chairs. That means you guys should come up here. We want to hear all about it. I've got a couple questions to ask, but I'd really love to just hear what you guys thought. Do you want to sit next to the boys or you want to sit over here with me?
I can sit by the boys.
Well, I can just stand, it's fine. No big deal. I guess my biggest takeaway from it all was there's opportunity everywhere. It doesn't matter like what your personality is. You can be introverted, extroverted. There's a way for you to do this business and be successful at it. For example, for myself, I really enjoy moving and being outdoors. So I'm going to be more intentional this upcoming year about door knocking. If that's something that you struggle with and want to do and have safety in numbers, you're more than welcome to join me on that.
Awesome, thank you. Denise, what do you have? What was your big aha?
I always try to go deeper and everything. I think sometimes we go to those things and we think we're just going to learn how to do our database or we're just going to learn how to lead generate. And I always think every training that I go to, because I've been to so many trainings, I really want to go deeper. So the things that stood out to me the most, one of them was don't confuse making money, being rich with wealth and being wealthy. And I have a couple other things I've always said is don't confuse the way you dress with having style. And don't think that because you're broke, you're poor. And to me, it's the same thing. It's a mindset of, you know, if you're really, truly wealthy, then you're happy. How many people know someone who's rich, but they're miserable? Right? Yeah, everybody could raise their hands. So that really stuck out to me was my purpose is to be happy. I don't necessarily have to, I want to be rich, but I also want to be wealthy. And that really stuck out to me. That money, I wrote, money does not equal happiness. If it doesn't make you happy, you are not in a state of true wealth. True wealth equals joy, growth, and experience. So that was big to me. Also, I have on here, if your business has not improved in 2022, then you've just been riding the market. And some of you who are newer, you may be in for a big surprise in 2023. You may have just been riding the market for the last few years, and now you're going to have to really get busy. So going to things like Shift, going to opportunities that are there for you to learn how to really build a business out of your real estate business is a big deal. Let's see. Setting goals using the 135 and the 411, and focusing on listing, leads, and leverage and systems for all of them. They gave you literally a system of 135 for leads, listings, and leverage. And if you haven't made your own for those, I'm sure everybody knows what a 135 and a 411 is. If you haven't made your own systems, based on those, that was something that we learned at this seminar on how to do that. I'd be happy to share those with you if it's something that you want, but those 135s are your ability. It's how you reach those goals. You know, we can all set goals, and that's our 1 and our 135, but what are the strategies and the priorities that we make to make those goals actually happen? And if you have a 135 and if you use a 411, that's really going to help you with that.
Can I interject really quick?
Yeah.
For those of you guys, that's the GPS, right? The one goal, the three priorities and the 5 strategies behind each one of those. It's a secret to success, roadmap to success.
Yes, and it really, really works. So, and then this was another thing that was deeper for me is what value do I bring to people outside of real estate? Because that's the benefit of being in business with me. So why would I be in business with Sarah, let's say, if she doesn't bring me any other value to my life other than real estate? I mean, there's a lot of real estate agents. We all know real estate agents, you know. What value do you bring to the table? What's the benefit of knowing you as a person? Focus on that instead of the fact that you're a realtor. That was a big aha for me. And I actually wrote down what my value was. I stopped and I thought, okay, what is my value over Sarah? You know, and in some ways that's going to put me ahead of Sarah, because unless Sarah's already done that. But
Feel attacked, Sarah.
there you go. There you go. So think about that question. What value do I bring to people outside of real estate? And the last thing I have on here is work. Sometimes we get so busy in the business that we don't work on the business, right? And he mentioned that again, and he said, even at his age and in his stage in the business, and I've been in the business 28 years, he said, work on the business 1 hour every week, not in the business, on the business, 1 hour every week. And then he also said he spends 30 to 45 minutes of learning every single day. And part of why we're all at Keller Williams, I know for me, is it's a learning-based company. You know, if you're here, if you don't like to learn, you're kind of in the wrong place, because we're always learning here. We're always growing. So 30 to 45 minutes of continued learning every day. And we have that opportunity here. And you don't have that opportunity everywhere
That
else.
1 hour to work on the business that he described, like, what do you mean on the business?
Okay, so what would you do on a regular basis when you're working in your business? You're out showing houses, you're buying signs, you're lead generating. Working on the business is like setting goals for your business. You know, thinking, what is my mission statement? What is my value proposition? Why would someone want to do business with me over Sarah? Those are things that you're working on your business instead of in your business.
That's a
busy
great
one.
question, though.
Yes.
It's a really great question.
Is that clear? Okay.
Awesome.
That's it. It was a
Thank you.
great training.
I think Venice got a lot out of it. What do you guys think? Evan, you as well. Dallas, what did you get?
Well,
How are you gonna follow that
I don't know
first
how to
off?
follow that one, but they did put it really well. Yeah, I guess just to add on to that is just don't sell yourself short. If Evan's okay with me putting him on the spot for a second.
Go ahead.
This year he had a goal of 24. he fell a little short with 21, which is still great. So he was talking about his goal for next year. And one thing Gene said is that we all should at least sell 36. So Evan said, I'm gonna sell 34. And he was talking about it, and it's like, that's only 2 more houses. So just set yourself up for 36 so that you obtain that. Don't sell yourself short and go for like the 60 and 70 houses in a year. I remember him saying that. You can do
Shoot for the
anything you
stars.
want to.
I love that.
On top of that, wow, you guys really set
They
me up
covered most
too.
of it.
Yeah, covered it all, basically. I should have gone first at that point.
Sorry.
No, he also said, you know, we all complain, we all have a bad client. They're like, oh, writing 5 offers, writing 30 on 30 houses. The only reason you pick up a bad client is because you don't have enough leads. And the trick is, there's no good leads out there. There's no
Bad
better
leads.
way to get bad leads out there. You just have to get more. So just always push for more.
There's no good leads.
No,
There's no,
Oh,
there's no
okay. I was
bad
like,
leads,
time
yeah.
out. I disagree with that statement. All right,
There's no
see, I'm
better
listening.
way to get better leads. You just have to get more.
Yeah, get more, do more, right? So Don was
Hey,
there
real
too.
quick,
Oh, yes.
Well, on setting goals, though, you know, I can remember one of our agents unnamed, who's a top producer, a few years back, set a goal of 80 transactions in a year, and it got to December and she was at 72 or something. Just bummed out. I mean, just really upset her, ruined her month, killed her. And I'm thinking like, what the hell?
I know, something.
You know, you should celebrate what that level is, because you don't know what interfered somewhere along the way. Maybe it was just life. Maybe it was wealth, you know, the fact that you're with your family and things like that. So when you set a goal, you know, don't be upset because you didn't reach it. I mean, if you fell really short, like 12 out of 24, that would suck. But you know, you were right there knocking on the door. So, you know, celebrate that and say, okay, you know what, 3, I can do 3 more, or I can do 12 more. But I mean, the people that set these stupid goals and then can't reach them, and then they feel like they failed, a lot of times they end up out of the business too, because they, you know, it's unattainable. You've got to set something reasonable.
No, I don't disagree with that at all. You got to set a smart goal, right? It's got to be achievable, but it should be a stretch. If it's not a little scary, it's not big enough by any means.
Sure.
I have somebody who's in the coaching program right now, and they are like 400,000 or 500,000 away from the volume goal that they wanted to hit. And it's a kind of a crazy goal for this person. And there was a slight bit of disappointment. And I was like, but wait, oh my gosh, look what you did this year. You blew every other year out of the water, and look what your Q1 is going to look like. How quick are you going to cap into 2023? And it kind of changed that mindset. And that's why it's really important to set goals, have somebody hold you accountable to them, and look at them every single day. So if you have a GPS, you should have that somewhere that you see every day and revisit it, because it's not a New Year's resolution that you stick up there and you tell somebody about once and then you never look at it again, because there's no way you're going to hit that goal if you're not working at it constantly. I wasn't there, but that's my thoughts. Yes.
I just had this talk with my son like a couple weeks ago about, you know, parents tell their kids, you can do anything you want. They're kind of, but not really, you know. I said, like you, if you say, I want to be an NBA basketball player, I go, chances are you're not gonna do it. But if you strive every day, and you work your ass off, I'm like, by the time you graduate high school, you might get to play some college ball. I go, you may not make it to the NBA. So you get one thing that didn't happen the way you want to, but look at everything else you succeeded and did along the way, and you won't regret any of that. You know, all that success you get the whole way there, just because why didn't make an NBA? You know, and you know, kind of just telling you, just because you didn't get there, you know, you can still strive for it, and because you're still going to win more in the end than if you didn't do it. You know.
Can I share something?
Please.
That kind of what Jim's saying, and the wealth versus being rich too. He said that if you work more than 40, if you're a single agent and you work more than 40 to 50 hours a week, you're sacrificing something. So you need to decide what makes me happy, what makes me feel wealthy. So, and he said a single agent, back to what this young man was saying, 36 houses a year is really a cap for a single agent. After that, you're going to have to hire in an admin. You're going to have to bring in someone else to help you. And I think it's safe to say that there's probably not even half of our single agents that are doing 36 houses a year. So I think that's a really good first goal to start with, is 36 houses. And then go from there, think, can I do 40 to 50 hours a week, 36 houses? And that was an income of, what was it, like $200,000 a year?
Mhm.
Yeah, if you did, based on their average sales price of $10,000 a commission, which ours isn't quite that high, but still a good thing to shoot for is that unit's goal of 36.
And I want to backpack off that one. He
Backpack,
also said that
piggyback.
piggyback
Yeah.
backpack, it's the same
Piggyback, I'm
thing.
gonna jump in the backpack.
Yeah, weird sayings,
Sorry.
it's fine. If you think that's unattainable or a goal bigger than what you set is unattainable, and you need to make a change, make it today. Don't make it tomorrow. Don't make it the next day. Make it today. So,
Awesome. I'm going to hit on just a couple of points that Dawn had given me. You need to stop doing what you're doing and do what you're not doing. What are the things that you're not doing that could positively impact your business that you need to start doing today? If you don't focus on leads, your business will fail, right? This is a relationship business. This is a lead generating business. And you must be purposeful and consistent in your actions. You will never make a six-figure income doing a five-finger work effort.
Five-figure work
Figure,
ethic.
okay, you said finger. And I was like, what's a five-finger? I'm like, what is a five-finger, right? Five-figure work ethic. Okay, perfect. And then your mindset must be appointments, not sales. Many agents are making as much money or more doing fewer sales due to price increases. If these agents had gone under the same number of appointments in the past years, they would have made a lot more money. It's about the appointments, not the sales. Also, if you go on an appointment and you don't land that appointment, that is a great nurture. That's a great follow-up. You've already gotten in front of them once, right? Fortune is truly in the follow-up in this business. Would you agree?
Yes.
I would agree.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Awesome. Thank you guys so much for coming today. I really appreciate it. Very insightful stuff here. Let's see what is left here. I think we're just about done. Oh, forgot this part. Sorry, guys. That's who was here. Don't forget, next week is our ugly sweater party, and come early and eat good breakfast treats. Thank you guys for coming and bearing with me today. I so appreciate it.